welcome to part 2 of Battle of Britain, and I decided to switch airplanes because mine's halfway gone in health and has no bullets left, and I'm too lazy to fly around and around the apron of the airfield trying to get more ammunition. So the round's going pretty well. I don't know how long it's gonna last, because if you look at the tickets, the Germans still have a lot of tickets, and I think the only spawn point left for us British is the factory, so it's sort of a last stand. But if there's one spawn point that you want left as your last, the factory is probably the one that you want. And I'm seeing more and more German airplanes, so I'm going to go and kill them. The fighter planes aren't that big of a deal, because the fighter planes are actually meant for shooting down other fighter planes. But if you see a bomber plane, my suggestion is that you should go and kill the bomber plane instead of the fighter plane. And our factory is actually smoking, so if that guy made a direct hit on it. So the factory's smoking. It probably wouldn't stand too long unless I go down and fix it or something. And he crashed into a tree, so... Or maybe actually I killed him. Alright, there we go. Bomber plane. That's smoking. Let's go and see if I can take it out. Now, at this distance, it's hard for me to hit it because, you know, the lag and the speed of the airplane. You have to lead your targets. And if you watch Battlefield 315's Let's Play videos, you would know what I mean when it comes to leading your targets. See, at this distance, it's very hard to hit the plane. But both of his tails are smoking, so he's gonna... Yeah, there we go. Took him out. Excuse me, got a little cold. I just spotted another bomber plane. And man, that guy actually is firing back at me. See, even at this distance, it's still very hard to aim your airplane. And lag doesn't help at all. Now, I'm playing on a high quality, so... Wow, I actually got killed. And there's a British airplane down there. Now, as I was saying, I was playing on a high quality, so there's a little bit of lag to it. Now, I think I am going to do maybe a little bit of ground defense on the factory. So, I guess that's what I'll do for now. Yeah, there is a flak gun over here that can be used to defend the factory, and no, that's actually a friendly one. Oops. Yeah, the flak guns are very useful for taking out airplanes. Unless you get destroyed by airplanes like that. Now that factory is actually smoking pretty badly, so... I'm gonna need to help fix it a bit. If you get everybody to spawn in as engineer and everyone to fix it, that's great. Okay, so the flak gun spawned in, or I should say the anti-aircraft gun, because the flak gun is on the German side. This is probably like the Bofors 40mm flak gun, so that's fine. Just want to pound the airplanes. It takes a while to kill the bomber planes, but the fighter planes like this one gets easily killed. The bomber planes, it's not necessarily easy to kill them, but at least fire at them anyway so that they lose a bit of their health, and they will be easy targets for other flak guns or other aircraft. And that guy's probably gonna kill me. Yeah, there we go. He actually killed me, but not my gun, so that's good. And there's a fighter plane, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of ground defense, I think, before moving on to aircraft. More aircraft. Oh, you always want to stay on the move and keep your eyes peeled. Alright, here's another way you could defend this flag is by using these APCs. This map, I think, of all the maps, the APCs are somewhat useful on the British side because you can use their machine guns to shoot at the enemy aircraft. Now, it's not the most amazing thing. It's certainly not as good as the flak guns, and there we go, I just got destroyed. But it is partially useful, especially if you only have one spawn point left at the factory. So, oh, and I just got killed by some bombs, and that just shows you how powerful the bombs on airplanes are. Yes, they may not kill a tank with one hit, they may not kill like a factory or like a radar tower or some other ship or vehicle with one hit, but they are useful. And yeah, wow, that guy just crashed into there. The flak gun spawned in again, so I'm just gonna use it. Pound a few more guys. By this stage, I think the Germans may have a chance to win if they get more bombers up. The bombers are flying really high, and that is partially to avoid anti-aircraft fire, which is smart. I mean, you don't want anti-aircraft fire at you. So flying high is good, but it's hard to aim when you're high in the sky. Yeah, it's very hard to kill the bomber planes, and I think they made it even harder after the patches. But I think the normal Battlefield 1942, it's actually easier to take out airplanes. In like the Forgotten Hope mod, it is impossible to take out airplanes with anti-aircraft guns because the airplanes are just so darn fast. That guy flew too far up, so I can't really kill him there. For some reason, it's actually kind of quiet right now. There's nobody around, so that's interesting. Yeah, that gun's about to blow, so yeah, there we go. I guess I can use the half-track. The factory is still smoking, but the Germans haven't really done too much. They have